Good morning and welcome to Right Way Living and Transformation. I'm your host, Martha Wright. Welcome this morning. Welcome. Hey, I'm coming to you all this morning to see how y'all coming along with the Bible challenge that I set out the beginning of this month. Now, September is almost over. We're going into a new month. So I just wanted to know, how is everybody coming along? Are you following through with the Bible challenge? Did you start the Bible challenge? Do you want to still start the Bible challenge? You still have time. We still have a couple more weeks in this month. And this is such a great challenge where we can come together as one, pick up the word on a daily basis, whether it's a devotional and read where it gives you scriptures to read, picking up the Bible and reading different scriptures for yourself, different stories in the Bible, different passages, whatever it may be to help you to get into the Word of God for that day. I ask that you take at least, starting with, I know 30 minutes is a lot for some people, but at least 30 minutes of your time. If you can't do that, start with 15 minutes of just quiet, silent time where you can sit still, read the Word, get an understanding of the Word, look it up, research it, and see where you stand in that particular passage or story that you read for that day. You can see some changes happening. You're going to see some things, some difference in your life. You really will, if you allow it. If it's something you don't understand, I told you to get you a study Bible, get you a concordance, get you talk to somebody that knows, Google, however it may be. Just look it up and get a better understanding. Not just what everybody else say, get an understanding for yourself. Now today I want to challenge you to go and read the book of Esther. Because this morning I got up and that was the first thing I heard this morning. As I was listening to the word this morning, getting ready for work, I heard the story of Esther. And a lot of us think that we are not qualified for different things. We feel as though we can't do something that's put before us. Now, Esther was an orphan, living with her cousin. Things was happening around her. She was living in the king's palace. And her cousin told her that they were plotting up to kill the Jews. And Esther, he said that she can make a difference. I'm just kind of paraphrasing. That she would be able to make a difference if she just opened up her mouth and say something to the king. And he was saying that in times such as these, you could be the one that make a change. Well, just think about that in the story of Esther as you read it today. In times such as these, you can be the one. I can be the one to make a change. We never know who we can be around, who that's in our path that we can help to make a change in the world. Somebody may be starting a new ministry, a new vision, a new business, and God has put us in their path to help them. So just like Esther, she had no idea what she can do, but she actually did it, and she saved a whole city or of people. She saved so many people just by following through. So I want you to go and study the book of Esther this morning. It's a good book. Put yourself in it. Put yourself where Esther is, in different situations, different circumstances, and know that in times such as these, you are here for a reason. You have a purpose here. It's something that God has for you to do in times such as these. I was just thinking about this morning as I was getting dressed for work, how many people we have lost to the pandemic in the last 2 to 3 years, to this COVID. And if we're still here, if we're still breathing, if we're still moving, we still have our being, and we have a purpose here on earth. God has a plan for us. So in times such as these, we are here to do the will of our Father and to carry it through. We may feel discouraged. We may feel like we can't, or disqualified. We may feel like, no, it's not me. I don't know no better. I don't know what I'm doing. Just like Moses, Joshua, Joseph. These are people in the Bible that God used for great things, and people looked at them as though they wasn't, nobody. So I'm just saying that to say, no matter who you are, God can use you in ways that's tremendous. He can use you in times such as these to make a difference. So today's challenge is to read the book of Esther. If you want to go back and just read a study guide of the story of Esther and get a better understanding what it is, put yourself in the situation, put yourself in that circumstance of where Esther was. It's not going to be the same thing. You may not be saving a whole city. You might just be saving your family, a child, or a son or daughter that's gone astray, your husband or your wife, making a difference on the job. Put yourself in the situation where Esther is. Esther also urged the people to fast and pray. Sometimes we have to get aside, fast, get away from the TV. Fasting is not so much of always fasting from food. We may have to fast from the TVs, from social media, or whatever it is to clear our mind and get a better understanding and being able to hear from God. But Esther urged the people to fast and to pray for deliverance. So put yourself in that situation. Maybe you need to encourage yourself, or someone around you. It's time to fast and pray so that you can hear from God. And you can pray for deliverance, pray for restoration, whatever it may be in the situation or circumstance that you're in. So read the book of Esther today. That's the challenge. If you have any questions, comments, put them in the comment section. Let me hear from you. I love to hear from you. I hope and pray that this will help you, help somebody. If it's not you, maybe you feel like this is not helping you, but you know someone else who can help, then share it with somebody else. And let's move together, understand together. Because the only way we're going to know God for ourselves is we have to have that personal relationship with Him. Personal relationship with Him. How do you get personal? You got to get to know a person. You got to know what their ins, their outs, their ups, their downs, what they like, what they dislike. How do we get to know all these things? By reading the Word of God, getting closer to Him, understanding what His will is for your life, and moving on forward in that. So the book of Esther today, challenge you to read that. Read it the whole week if you need to, and get a better understanding. Put yourself in it. And I pray that you get something out of it. Be blessed. Continue with this challenge, people. This is a good challenge. It's a good way to start. To learn more, to get a personal relationship with God, and to change our life and perspective about different things. Again, welcome to Right Way Living and Transformation. Have a blessed day. I love you all. And see you tomorrow.